It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
The only thing that you can do is win so big.
Give me the test of 100 men!
That all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge.
And discipline doesn't care if you're tired. You're tired? Do it anyway, right? Discipline says, oh, you don't feel good. Well, do it anyway. Discipline says, it's raining outside and it's cold, it's windy. Do it anyway.
Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you.
Ask yourself this question, right? Everybody in the crowd, ask yourself this question. What do you want in life? And what's stopping you? What's stopping me from getting what I want? For me, the answer has been myself.
The most dangerous person in the world is the man that is broken in the world.
Take yourself back to that dark place. That place where you had no hope. I want you to remember how far you came. We didn't come this far to only come this far.
You can have all the muscles in the world, but if you are not mentally strong, because that's a so specific moment when you are in the backstage, you need your mind so badly. You need it more than your body sometimes, because as I told you, you can have all the muscles in the world, but you need this muscle as strong as possible.
There's tons of people all around the world in gyms right now, hoodied up, which I have total respect for, and sometimes even in tank tops, who just don't like how they look. And between sets, they're checking themselves out. They're like, could use a little bit more muscle here, could use a bit more here. And some people stay kind of hoodied up the whole time because they don't even like to look at their bodies because they're busy making them better.
Today I woke up and I thought to myself, I want to train the hardest I've ever trained in my entire life today.
Focus on chase the
Life has to be hard. Yeah. It has to be difficult in some ways. It doesn't have to be, shouldn't be traumatic, shouldn't be, awful or painful, but things have to be hard for you to learn to do hard things.
When you're trying to avoid pain, you actually accumulate more of it. When you learn to accept pain, you can actually release yourself from it. It's almost counterintuitive if you think about it. When you're trying to avoid pain, you actually think more about the pain. When you accept the pain, you actually have the ability to move forward and move on.
The people that try to make you scared, and fight back. And this is a perfect way to do so in telling stories and don't let them win. Don't let them win.
Do me a favor, big dog. Don't give up and keep holding on. You know those problems that happen to us in life and you just think to yourself when it happens, like, how the am I going to get through this? How am I going to overcome this? But guess what, big dog? You always find a way and you always come out on top. This time will be no different.
Instead of spending time getting in the mood to work, just start working. Confront the work. People think they need perfect conditions to start, when in reality, starting is the perfect condition.
Well, the best advice, again, in life is whatever it is, get over it. Learn from it and get over it. You're not getting that playback. Learn and move on.
Two key words: delayed gratification. I want to be huge. I want to be big. I want to look dice. I want to box. I want to be like a national level boxer for any endeavor at all. You've got to be kind of content with doing the exact same thing, basically, day after day after day, and making reasonable progress.
Life is time. And a life that's remembered, where footprint is followed behind in footsteps of inspiration and motivation, is when time is met with opportunity and action. They collide to be a life of remembrance.
Don't let them confuse the fact that I outwork everybody and that when the time comes, when the door shuts, when the bell rings, nobody does it better than me. Nobody is more calm than me. I'm able to calm my mind. I swear to God I can go all day long, yeah?
I don't think people give the gym enough credit. When you're talking about a mental grasp on just like a baby step of achievement every day, to me there's no better place that you can get that than the gym. The concept of waking up at a certain time to go work on yourself You have surpassed 80% of the world.
The barbell does not lie, and it does not give a whether or not I show up. It's there, waiting. If I want the outcome, I have to go move it. And the more I move it, the more of the outcome I get. The weight on the bar does not get lighter, I get stronger. And if I want to lift more, then I need to be willing to lift more. Period.
I exercise most days, and most days it's not that hard for me. Some days it's really hard, and I do it anyway. I don't want to, and it's painful, and I'm like, why am I here? And I don't want to do it.
Why am I here at the gym?
Why am I here at the gym? Why don't I do something else?
What's your source of motivation in those moments?
I know that I'll feel better later if I do it.
You could walk in a room with somebody and the person literally wearing a white button-up shirt could say, why are you so dressed up? And you're like, Ralph, we're wearing the same outfit. It's about how it fits you. It's about how you walk in with it. It's about the confidence you have because you built your body. It's a lot easier to be Silas when you're built like the mannequin.
When you are fit, you become a very different type of person. When a fit dude walks into a room, he immediately gets attention. And not only does he get attention, he gets recognition. And not only does he get recognition, he gets respect. Without opening his mouth, a dude who's fit, who looks jacked, who looks athletic, immediately gets attention, recognition, and respect. There is no pill that's going to give you that level of confidence and consistency, focus, discipline, and all that stuff.
Dude, I see all these dudes who are like in their 40s now. They used to be like in shape, but now they just look like a fat turd with no arms and grimace belly, and like it's just like, dude, you're not even trying. Like you're not even trying, bro. Like what message are you sending to your sons? And then you talk to them, it's like, well, dad life. Dad life should mean you're jacked. Dad life should mean you're living the standard. It should mean that you're showing your sons and your daughters what it means to be a man so that your sons emulate it and your daughters won't tolerate anything less than that.
There's a hardness, there's a difficulty to repetition and consistency. It overwhelms you. It's like a wave of black sludge that hits you. You're drowning in it. Good. You're supposed to be drowning in it. It's supposed to suck. You're supposed to grit your teeth and just make it through. And then the next time, you don't just make it through. You push a little bit harder and you set a mini PR. In the face of extreme difficulty and monotony and boredom, you eat all of that shit.
It's just hard when you're not where you want to be in life, and if you're listening to this and you're just not satisfied with your position in life. It's hard to think that way. All you want is that thing.
If you associate with people who don't work hard, socialize after work, then you become like them. You think like them, you talk like them, you dress like them, you marry them. So you marry to someone who also has no ambition. And you raise children, and your children have no ambition. Just go to work and complain about your work.
Society is plagued with normality. Second place for some reason is the ultimate place because it's not too prideful, it's yet humble, and it's bullshit. Second place is the first loser. If you hit second, that's fine if you gave it your all. But if you every single day say good enough, good enough, good enough, and you come up second, you're nothing enough.
Real motherfuckers are obsessed with what they do. The people who win the biggest are obsessed. Anybody that wins at the highest level, that's how they operate. It might not be healthy, it might not be what most people want, it certainly isn't balanced, but it's the real story. I'm not saying you got to do it, I'm not saying it's for you, I'm saying what it actually takes.
Man, what's been inspiring for me, if you said, oh, Tom, what are the greatest wins? I'd be like, the wins. Let's talk about the losses. Those are the ones that really, made me who I am. And as you go through life, and we're all adults, things happen in life that you don't want to have happen.
Think about your ex-girlfriend or somebody who pissed you off in between sets, whatever you want to do. Listen to your music, get hyped up. As long as you can get those hard sets done, you can take a couple seconds beforehand. Take a couple huffs and puffs, go hard, then in between sets, you kind of just get to chill for a second.
A lot of things like this, we're going to just get through this suffering just like the other one, whether it was I created it myself or it just happened. Suffering to suffering, we're getting through it. So I think it does make you stronger regardless of how it came about.
It's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you can't do it when it's not comfortable for you to do. And that's why people lose. So what would your life look like if you were able to adhere perfectly to every plan that you ever set out for yourself from the time that you were born to now?
You know exactly what you need to do. You just need to grow a pair of balls and get that done, man. Because on the other side of everything that you're avoiding is everything that you want.
I was doing push-ups, sit-ups, swimming. I was doing all this knocking out of the park. One of the best in the class. But the second the obstacle got in my way, I wasn't prepared for it mentally. I was a beast. All I was doing was I was training a bigger, stronger, faster quitter.
Your big pressure is like a fire. It's like a raging fire. Either you can allow this fire to consume you and just take you over completely, or you can gain control of this fire and harness it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I try to get my emotions under control and use this adrenaline to my advantage.
Play more of like the statistical route, meaning I'm going to focus on my talents and I'm going to move in that direction. What do you do well with the least amount of effort? We all have at least one, usually a lot more than one. It's just identifying what it is and then start stacking skill on top of talent, because those are two separate things. And when you wield both of them, your likelihood of success will skyrocket.
You know what's the number one way you measure somebody that's hungry? Very simple. Their sense of urgency. That's simple. People say, "Wow, you have no idea how hungry I am." Really? Yeah. What'd you do about it today? Oh, not today, but tomorrow I'm gonna. You ain't hungry, man. You just think you're hungry. You are not hungry. You may be hungry to go eat lunch. You may be hungry to go have dinner. Fine, I'll give that to you.
The gym's now a little sterile. You would go in the gym in the past and you would feel the energy and hear the music, and you see people lifting, and wow, the energy has hit you as soon as you, I'm gonna train, yeah, let's go. Now you go in the gym and it's nothing. It's like in a doctor's office.
If you have a vision, you can do anything. I don't care what nobody else says. Nick, it does not matter, bro. It don't matter. I promise you it don't matter.
Do you believe in it, in the metaphysical sense? You believe?
100%. Everything comes from the imagination. People don't understand. We still don't understand. I still don't understand how powerful it is. I'm still learning. Well, I know one thing is I can make things happen.
Evolution every day. It's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constantly getting better. The results don't really matter. It's the figuring out that matters.
Yeah, and we all get obsessed about the results.
Yeah.
Like we get obsessed about like the output, not the input, of not figuring it out and not like changing things. What you said, trial and error, like the experiment.
I'm gonna grind it out now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna set up the foundation so I can enjoy myself later. That's always been my mentality, and that is what that works for me.
See, we're born with a killer instinct that you can't just turn off and on like some radio. We have to be right in the middle of the action because we're the warriors. And without some challenge, without some damn war to fight, then the warrior may as well be dead, Stallion.
You need grit, the type that folds when everything else breaks, that goes on for years with the same passion and perseverance. Grit, nothing worth having survives without it.
No matter where you are right now in your life, keep working. If you're having those sleepless nights, if you're having those rough days, keep working. If it's not a real problem, you don't got problems, you just gotta keep working. Nobody's dying, nobody's come down with debilitating diseases. It's just hard days, mother. And we all go through them, and you gotta get through these ones.
Getting bigger and stronger was the only thing that I thought I was good at. I wasn't good at studying. I wasn't good at pushing myself to do anything else, dude. I didn't care about anything else.
I'm not gonna listen to nobody but myself anymore. I'm listening to all these outside factors. I think that's why I did so bad. Because I wasn't listening to myself last time.
How do you beat other people? And I want to be clear. I don't really think you need to beat anybody, right? If you just beat you every day, you'll beat everybody by default. And I think that you'll get to the end of the race and realize no one else is really racing against.
I always want to be myself, do something better for my mom, for my family. That makes me who I am today. Be a great fighter and be one of the best in the top. Train hard, push myself beyond limits.
Always, always, always talk good about yourself. Always talk positive about yourself. Always tell yourself you can do it. Always be that encourager.
Any true martial artist will know, in order to succeed at this game, you know what I mean, you must lose many times, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. We all have the same emotions, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's at the end of the day, it's me in one it's one guy in one dressing room and it's the other guy in another dressing room. Two of them scared shitless. You know what I mean? Who's gonna be more scared?
That work gonna pay off. Believe that work gonna pay off. That's your superpower. That belief system in yourself.
but it started in the mind.
I was afraid. I was afraid of this, afraid of that, afraid of this, afraid of that. I knew I had to face this shit, man. When I overcame the fear of myself, the fear of failure, the fear of being judged, I went from David Goggins, I started forming a guy named Goggins. I realized I had to reinvent a whole nother human being within myself, because who I am wasn't going to make it. This guy is not going to cut it.
Like, I remember when I was supposed to fight with him, like coach tell me, hey, you have to focus, you know, like, and I was like, coach, hey, I'm focused. He say, oh, you call home, you call friends. I said, no, I'm good. This is normal for me.
Everyone knows with 100% certainty, 100% certainty that this will make you better in every aspect of your life, But it takes discipline, it takes will, and it takes commitment.
When I went from rock bottom, when I had no goals, no motivation, nothing at all, to where I got to, the mindset, the unbreakable discipline, reaching my dream physique, what happened in that period of time? That's exactly what I had to come up with at the end of my day.
That's what it takes. That's commitment. That's really what bodybuilding's all about. Most people want it instant. They don't want results. If you want results, it's going to take hard work for years.
At heart, I love it. I love the process of it. Like, I love it. I promise you, I mean that. I don't smoke or drink. I don't know how. This I go through mentally, I don't know how. I'm just strong. I'm strong up there.
They see I don't party, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and they see that and they're like, oh, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go have fun. You are. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm having fun, and I try to tell them, like, don't let me affect what you do, I'm gonna be good regardless. I'm gonna be good regardless, but I'm comfortable who I am.
They said this mostly about Goggins. I don't know, you've talked to him too, but it's just like asking him, it's like, are you ever happy? It's just like, for him, he's happy when he's miserable. So it's like, well, whose definition of happy you're talking about? Is you're happy eating donuts, watching TV? That sounds miserable to me.
You know exactly what you need to do this year. Get you a better diet, go to sleep early, wake up early, work out, read a book, get the off your phone and focus. I guarantee if you give me 6 months of that, you change your life, bro. Oh, who am I, bro? Don't believe me, bro. Keep having that bum behavior.
All winners have lost. All winners have got depressed. All winners have been heartbroken. All winners have been disappointed and confused and frustrated and angry. But they kept moving forward. That's the only reason they're winners. Nobody has just winning all the time. Nobody does.
I feel like suicide, depression, mental health, things like that for us men, it's a real big thing. And I feel like people don't talk about it. And there's so many young men out there who has had these moments in their life where they feel like they just can't go on. They just feel like I've messed up so big this time. I've humiliated myself so big this time, where they just give up.
Action kills anxiety. Avoidance births it. So hit the gym. Start the business. Act early. Act often. And act with urgency. Because action is the only antidote.
You know, I've been around for a long time. You know, I've been training since I was 7 years old, competing since I was 8. It's like second nature, you know what I mean? So it's just about, you know, staying focused, make sure my mind is on the goal, and that's always to come out on top.
Sure, everybody wants to win. Everybody goes in there with the eye of the tiger. Even the tiger loses. Even the tiger becomes defeated. The tiger becomes frustrated. You know what I mean? And he fought his heart out.
There's only one thing a friend of mine years ago taught me when I was coming up, and I was deciding if I was going to do this, if I was going to pursue this life. And he's an Indian friend of mine. And he said, "Ab nahi to kab." I think that means if not now, then when. So whatever you want to do, ab nahi to kab.
When we pray for success, we don't pray for jealousy. We don't pray for envy. We don't pray for entitlement. And we can't have those things without success. And this is what changes the relationships.
Brother, every single day that you stay the same, you are robbing the people you love of a better life. Your future kids deserve a father that is strong enough to play with them, that is wise enough to teach them, and is successful enough to provide for them. The woman that you'll marry deserves a man that's built himself into someone that is worth building a life with.
Okay, y'all ready for a lecture? You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing.
Every man must believe in himself. He must have the confidence, and you must, no matter what the situation is, you must face the problem. Don't care who it is. Eddie Richardson, world champion, 6'10", 6'12", 400 pounds, muscle bound. You face your problems because that's part of being a man and developing character.
It's not about being perfect. It's about just every day, one step at a time, trying to be better, trying to do more. And I think a lot of people are struggling to find that purpose, but it's okay. You will find it. Do not give up.
Every time you go up to a fight, you gotta always worry about what somebody gonna do to you. You know how good you are, but it's still like, what can you bring to the table that might bring you something like crazy like that night, or you might be off.
You win the medals in the training. You just go to collect them in the fight. I worked so hard. I know everything that I did everything that I could, and there's no way that I'm not gonna walk out from that octagon with a victory.
If I'm running on a treadmill and I get to mile 9 and I get complete cramp in one of my legs, and I know I've told myself I'm going to run 10 kilometers today, he goes, I will have to limp the last mile, even if no one's watching, because I can't let the demons in. And if I let the demons in, they'll show up in the 11th round of a championship fight when there's 50,000 people watching me in the audience, and I know deep in my self-story that I'm the type of person that quits when things get hard because I got off that treadmill at mile 9 when no one was watching.
I love challenging days, man. I really do. Like today, it's balls hot in there. I don't know if the air conditioning here is broken, but every fan is running right now. You know, not many people are there today. You know, it's another day to improve, but because it's too hot, oh, I can't do it, you know? And it's such a good lesson in life, because when is it ever going to be the ideal situation for you to run your course or start your action or pursue your endeavors? It's never going to be ideal.
When you become great at that craft and everybody else has quit, you feel super fulfilled because you're confident. You know what you're doing. You've been doing it for 12 years and everybody else quit. And then you're way ahead of the 1,000 people who are starting this year, the same path you're on. So those people are easy money for you. You just beat their asses. This is how the game works.
I want to be the guy that people looked at. I don't care if you like me or didn't like. I don't care. But said this mother is going to keep coming after whatever the is in front of him. I wanted that. I wanted that. I wanted that worse than anything in the world. I wanted to feel something besides defeat. I wanted to just go the distance. And that going the distance pushed me to a point of where now I go way past the distance.
If you're not really feeling it, it's cold, you're tired, you stayed up late, you're a little bit under-rested, you didn't drink enough water, that's where that little voice in the back of your head, that subconscious thought will emerge that says, just, come on, you don't need to work out right now, just stay home, just stay home, you don't need to go, just chill. And that is a thought that you need to nip in the bud, right? Shut that down ASAP. Because the more you listen to that, then it's like you're not even in control of your own goals and aspirations. You're just listening to the random thoughts that bubble up in your mind.
Rule number 1, do not be entitled. Earn everything. Choose hard work over handouts, always. Consistent, intentional, hard work should be your default, always. Choose it over handouts. Be self-reliant, skilled, and strong in mind, body, and spirit. No one is coming to steal your problems. No one owes you, no one owns you. You save you.
Sick and tired of everybody telling me what I gotta think, how I do. Putting a limit on me, you know what I mean? Just because you put a limit on yourself, don't put a limit on others, you know? Your guys' limit is the sky. I'm reaching for the stars. I'm reaching for other universes.
You have to take it for what it is. It's only a fight. In 10 years, it sucks if you lose, but man, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Don't make it bigger than what it is. The effect that I have on the universe is so freaking small. Nobody cares. I'm the only one putting the pressure on me. Nobody gives a damn about it.
The weird thing about me is fighting is something that has just kind of happened by accident, but it's caused me to search for so much inner peace. Going from this kid who was just like super overweight, never fit in, weird kid, nobody ever talked to, never even wanted to fight, but somewhere in the journey of becoming a fighter, I was like, I need to find more peace, because this is like, it's bringing up way too much of my anger, kind of like, from everything that I held on to. So when I train, after training, super peaceful.
I feel that I had the power to create my own destiny. I try to visualize every single thing in my life, not only believe it, but really feel it with every every cell in my body. And I just want to send a message out there to every young person. Be in the present moment, forget about what happened in the past. Future is something that is just going to happen, but if you want a better future, you create it. Take the means in your hands, believe it, create it.
I don't care nothing about fame, yeah? I don't care about fame. The gold belt is what I want, the 2 gold belts. I was a 2-weight world champion in the previous organization, now I'm on the big stage at the UFC. I want that featherweight belt and I want that lightweight belt. That's my goal. The money is going to come with that, don't get me wrong. It's prize fighting. I'm after the money as well. But the money comes with the belt, and the belt is what I'm focused on.
Now, if you have a clear picture in your head of something is going to happen, and a clear belief in that it will happen no matter what, then nothing can stop it. You know what I mean? It is destined to happen, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? It's perfect.
I hate negative people. If you're negative, you got to get away from it. If I have an idea, the first thing you want to talk about is the problems with it. Then we got an issue. There's a time to talk about problems, but not while I'm drinking.
Bro, please just enjoy your life and please work as hard as you can to achieve the things you want, right? Not everything is going to be given to you. A lot of things you're going to have to earn out here, and that's hard. You're going to have to be a hard worker. I'm a hard worker. A lot of people in the world are hard workers that want the best of the best, not only for themselves, for their family, all right?
Everybody's going through it. I used to think there was something wrong with me. I used to be really embarrassed about it. And, I talked to Randy Couture about it. And Randy said that the one thing that he learned is that he could never defeat it. He could never defeat the second guessing or the negative voice in his head. And that he just learned, I just got to learn to compete with it. I can't kill this off. I got to compete with it.
It's gonna show up at the worst time possible when you want to be successful. It's gonna say, take the easy road. Take the easy way out. Prepare for the battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. This is all about the quitting mind. So what's the quitting mind? In life, a lot of us believe that we're working much harder than we actually are. You gotta drop your entitled mindset. It's dead weight. We believe we work harder than we actually have. Ha! Beware of one thing, motherfuckers. Spitting in the wind. That comes back in your face. Stay hard.
I heard a quote one time. Everybody has 2 lives. And the second one starts when you realize you only have one. You will never stay up at night staring at the ceiling, losing sleep over the failures. You'll never lose sleep over the failures. The shit that eats you from the inside out, the shit that keep you up at night is the what if.
The ultimate form of revenge for me is success. I'm gonna keep being successful and make you look like shit. That's what it is if you've done me wrong.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge. It's not the best revenge. It's the only one. There's no other revenge.
Guys like supposed to be in NFL and MLB, or they're supposed to be greater things, you know, and most of them is stood at home working a job they don't like, talking about the days when they was in high school and they did certain stuff, and I always told myself that's not gonna be me, you know, the older people that was older than me. And even with drugs too, I was like, this ain't gonna stop me, you know, I was like I ain't gonna let this be it, you know, this ain't it for me.
What I set out to do and what I said I was going to do, and then I went out and done it. But with that, it's done. I'm over it now. I'm not going to stare at it. You stare at your past and you'll end up staying there. It's okay to look back and admire it, but you carry on. I'm not in the business of staring back at it. You know what I mean? I'm getting lost back there.
Fear keeps a lot of motherfuckers from being successful. It keeps you making excuses for yourself. Fear lives one place and one place only, and that's in your mind. Martin Luther King had a dream. Don't let fear fuck yours up.
And I was like, I just want to see you hungry. But you, with your skill set, your tenacity, and who the fuck you are, with your back against the wall, like, this is going to be the greatest movie of all time. And he was like, whoa, like, I get it. I was out here feeling sorry for myself. The best place you can be is your back against the wall.
I didn't love right away in the beginning who I was, but I love who I could become. And I wanted to become that person that I visualize, the idea of Georges Saint-Pierre that I could become. That's when I start training.
If you really want to be great at something,
It definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a year or two. And even if you're having a great season or you're having a career year, there's still so much more room to continue to improve. You know, still much more room for you to continue with the process of becoming great where it's sustainable.
Time's going to pass anyway. So if you can get yourself on just, there's a phrase, there's like a quote to describe it. You can get yourself on this path of getting that little 1%, little jumps better on the daily, on the regular, and that's just what you do. Before you know it, you're going to be freaking miles ahead of where you ever could have thought you could have got to.